It's the grandson of right thought. Welcome back to the School of Marvelous Life. Y'all remember when Yahusha said, "Take my yoke upon you"? What did he mean by that? What you think? Take my yoke upon you means take my way of living upon you and learn of me. For the way I live is easy, and the way I live is light. You see? Come unto me, all ye who are weary. Weary with what? The way you're living, your lifestyle. All you who are heavy laden with your lifestyle, come unto me and I'll give you rest. And I'll give you a new lifestyle that's easy and light. That's what Yahushua was telling you. The way that we were living as elect when we were in the world before we were translated out of the world, that life was burdensome. It was heavy. It was frustrating. It was stressful. It was full of fear. It was full of doubt. It was full of terror. It was full of unsureness. It was full of naivety. And because of all of that, you were heavy laden and burdened down with the weight of your lifestyle. And as we all know, you must die to your old lifestyle. It was interesting. I guess somebody thought that they were teaching me, I guess. I'm not sure. But they were like, don't get death misconstrued, man. Okay, well, let's not get it misconstrued. Death to your old life is the death that the grandson be talking about. In order to enter the kingdom of heaven, a man must be born again. So, in order to be born again, you must have been born once and died, and then you're born again. See? So you were born into a lifestyle that was given to you by your parents, that was given to you by your schooling, that was given to you by your demographic, that was given to you especially by that television set, that was given to you by the government, that was given you by your peers and friends. You see? And you lived that lifestyle. See, as an elect, we all know. We used to go to the family get-togethers, and we used to be sitting there at Christmas, snatching open gifts, ripping the paper and shit all off and everything, trying to see what we got. Hope we got the big gift and all this other stuff. We used to do the same old thing. We was running around through the grass, trying to see if we could find an egg with some money in it during Easter and all this. We used to be doing the same old thing. But when it came time to talk about the real things, no one wanted to do that. They just wanted to get together and chase the Easter eggs, man. Nobody wants to talk about who lied to who. Okay, let's not talk about that. Let's talk about how good Grandma's Thanksgiving turkey is. You see? And you started to realize that. And that burden got too heavy to bear. So you took it to Yahusha and he said, okay, I'm going to give you a new life. But you got to die. Nah. What does die mean? Forsake. Look, if you forsake Abba, will you die? Okay, then. Now, forsake your old lifestyle. Isn't that obvious? Now, if you are indeed dead to it, can you do any more stuff in your old lifestyle? Can you do any of the same old thing you used to do? Nope. Because that man is dead and a new man is standing there now. Isn't it interesting? Isn't it interesting? So, let's say you grew up with a man named Brian. That was your brother. And you grew up with him your whole life. And then he died. Some tragic accident. He was killed or something, or he died. You went to the funeral, they buried him and every damn thing. And then you see a new man named Jeff. And he comes right into the house, right in Brian's room, and sits right there on the bed. And you're like, hey man, this is my brother Brian's room. And he's like, I know you don't understand this, but I am Brian. I don't get it. Yeah, I was died and born again. I'm a new man. The Brian that you saw dead and buried, he's dead and gone. And I'm here, the new man in his place. They're going to be very confused, aren't they? So that's why you had much sorrow when you tried to explain it to them and they were going like a damn caveman. You see? That's why you was confused. You was like, why can't they understand? I'm just doing what the Bible says happens. Yeah, but it ain't happened to them. Okay, butterfly? When you flew over, the caterpillars actually ran from you because they thought you were going to eat them or something. And you're like, dude, you guys are the same as I am. No. You have evolved to the next stage. Okay? There are other Saiyans, but then there are Super Saiyans. You see that there? Israelite. You see? Sarah. Sarah. You see? Wife of the father. Wife of Ab. Sarah. Israel is Abba's wife, so he calls her Sarah. And I put that on the end for feminization purposes because Israel is a bride. Israel. See? Masculine, Israel. Feminine, Israel. Y'all see? Sarah. I remember when I was saying it at first, people was like, what are you even saying, man? I'm like, okay, I'm saying Israel. I forgot. I'm a butterfly. My bad. I forgot the caterpillar is like Israel. What's all this? Israel. Israel. What's all that? I don't understand. This dude think he's Count Dracula or something? That's what one guy said. He said, this guy's saying Israel like he's Count Dracula. You see? So it is indeed true that Yahusha's burden is light because, see, you can laugh at stuff like that when people try to crack jokes at you or hate on you or anything. You just laugh now because your burden is light. You live in truth. And that is a light burden indeed, man. It's so easy to live in truth. It's so easy to just exist in truth because it's so powerful of a position to be in. You see? It's interesting that everybody wants power, but they deny, what do you say? The power thereof. Everybody wants power, but yet they deny access. the access portal, because there's only one door. I mean, isn't that a good father that did that? I know it sucks for the wicked who don't want to go through the door, but it's righteous to the righteous, because they say, if I was giving up great power to anybody who would have it, I would make the requirement stringent, not necessarily hard, but stringent. You see? That's how I would make it, so that the righteous only would obtain the power. Therefore, they would use it righteously. So I would make a plan myself like that. So I would have great foreknowledge so that nobody could get in without using it properly. You see? I told you, the scripture says they sought to take the kingdom by force. See, the kingdom means dominion. Dominion. Well, there are people who killed the original dominion people, people who have dominion. They killed them all off and set themselves up. See, they sought to take it by force, and that only works for a time. When it's not true, it only lasts for so long. Didn't y'all learn that from the Romans? You Babylonians? Didn't y'all learn that from the Romans, that if you build something on lies and try to take dominion by force, that you'll only have it for a time? That's just what it is. You see? Yahusha is not taking it by force. Abba said, sit at my right hand until I make your enemies your footstool. Look at this here, see? So he sits on his throne as a king, even though you may not believe it, the whole world may deny it, some may not understand it. But he's sitting at the right hand of the Father. You see? The people of Israel being the bride of God. What does that mean? That means the feelings that match the thoughts of God. Abba Yah, watch this, y'all. Watch this mystery. It's so beautiful. Abba Yah sent his thoughts, which we call Torah, into the world. And it would only be received and fall on the hearts who those who resonate with the thoughts of Abba. And that just so happened to be the people of Israel. All that thou commandest us, we shall do. See? And they were sprinkled with the blood of the hyssop branch. See? Y'all don't get it? So like I said, we're constantly evolving into butterflies as the elect, on each man in his own order, as Yahushua said. In his own order, he shall indeed transform into a butterfly when the time is right for that seed to crack open that was planted in him. But see, y'all want the seed to crack open so you can get the power, see? But guess what? That seed don't crack open until you die. So like I said, he made it stringent. You're like, I want the power. I want the power. Well, then die, and you'll have it. Didn't Yahushua have to do that? Well, yeah. Well, then why are you any different? Because he did it for me. Alrighty then. Well, then don't die. And let's see if your seed sprouts. Let's see. That's just the way it goes. They're going to continue along in their own will until they're hurt bad enough to finally say, okay, it's not worth it. And then for most people, that'd be too late. Matter of fact, for anybody who's trying to do that at this point, it is too late. It is too late. Once judgment has started, then it's too late to go back. It's too late to repent. It's too late to say, I'm sorry. When I was a kid and my father would give me a whooping, sometimes I would say, okay, I'm not going to do that anymore. I promise, Daddy, I won't do it no more. I won't do it. And then I got a whooping any damn way. And he said, I know you won't do it now. See, it didn't stop the judgment. Even though I said, okay, 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 I promise, I promise, I still got tore up. So sometimes that's how judgment works. And honestly, if you got a good dad, he'll do that only when you've gone too far. He's not just going to whoop you. He's going to whoop you when you're being completely disobedient and reprobate and refuse to do what he says. That's when you're going to get that tag. See, this generation now is totally different than when I was coming up as a little child going to school. I remember getting paddled by the principal. Mr. Terry was his name, at McFarland Elementary School in Detroit, Michigan. I was 7 years old. I got paddled right along with the other kids in my class because we were cutting up because we had a substitute teacher, and we thought we could just laugh and throw around paper and have fun and crack jokes and be silly little kids. And Mr. Terry came in there with a paddle, and he paddled us. We only got one paddle each, but boy, 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 that little thing stung. Tell you that much right now. But that was the principle. Corporal punishment. That would be strange in today's day, wouldn't it? You paddled my child. Oh my God. Then my parents found out I got paddled. My dad was like, what you was doing? I was just throwing around paper and stuff and messing around with the other kids. All right, then. Well, you got what you deserved, didn't you? Yes, sir. All right. Look at this. World ain't like that no more, y'all. These people done got jelly-backed, softied up, Pillsbury Doughboyed up. And tell me, don't most Americans look like the Pillsbury Doughboy? Most of these damn Egyptians and Babylonians and Sodomites and Gomorrites, most of these damn Canaanites, most of these niggas look like the Pillsbury Doughboy. You poke that nigga's stomach, he gonna go, ooh. Straight up. These niggas looking like the Michelin Man around here. They look terrible, man. And why? Because they're disobedient to what Abba said. I don't know why everybody tries to complicate it. It's so weird. It's so strange when you watch commercials and you see TV and you see people going to clinics and going to the pharmacy to get pills for weight loss and to get gastro bypass surgery and all this shit, getting plaque removed out of their heart and getting fat removed from here and getting put on here and all this other shit so that their vessel looks the way they want it to look. They're doing everything except what Abba straight up told them. We'll do it for them. Oh boy, told you, they're trying to take the kingdom by force. Can't you see it? They're forcing it. Look what Abba say, isn't it beautiful? That girl with those ass shots is trying to take the kingdom by force. The kingdom means happiness, bliss. You see? Peace, eternal peace and happiness and bliss with the Father. That's the kingdom. With I am, not disconnected from I am, not knowing I am, and so therefore speaking down of I am and speaking blasphemy. No, being connected to the Father, therefore reaping the benefits of how you think and feel about the name of I am, because now you know it. See? That means Abba's in the midst of Israel. If we are able to do that again, he's come back and turned his face to us again. You see? You see? Them ones in the world don't know this. Them ones outside the ark, they don't know that that's what it is. So they try to take the kingdom by force. Instead of doing the will of Abba, she goes and gets a tummy tuck, talking about, I had to do that after I had my baby because my stomach was hanging down. So I didn't have a choice. That's what they say. So let's see. Did you try to eat the proper diet for 6 months consistently without coming off of it? While exercising a meticulous schedule of a workout schedule? At least 5 days a week? Did you do that before you decided to get the tummy tuck and then say, hey, I tried everything I could try? Did you do that first? And then people will straight up lie. That's why this world is so damn wicked. You'll ask somebody that while they're looking all fat as hell and shit and unhappy and sad. And then you'll go, well, did you eat the right diet I told you to eat for at least 6 months steadily? And exercise during that 6 months on a 5-day-a-week schedule. Doesn't mean you're doing a lot. It just means you're doing the necessary things to get your body to the necessary level. But you're being consistent in it without cheating. And they'll say, yeah, but they know they're not. They're missing meals, cheating on the meals and cheating on the working out and all kind of shit. They're not doing none of that shit. And then they say, I tried, it didn't work. I said 6 months. Who the hell can do that for 6 months? The people that got the nice body that you would like to have can do it. That's who can do it. The hell is wrong with these people, man? They want to cheat and cut corners on everything. And so if they're doing that with an ass, I don't want to do the squats and work out and run and do sprints and do things that build my legs and my muscles to look good. I don't want to do that. I want to just get a Brazilian butt lift. Okay, that's called cheating. It's going to give you something in return. Now, how many girls then did that shit and then either died or got sick as hell and damn near died like K. Michelle did? Damn. Damn, so the nigga ain't lying to you. Trying to take the kingdom by force, K. Michelle. And now here you is singing a whole bunch of unhappy songs about how you can never find the kingdom. You always end up hurt. Look at this shit. So if K. Michelle then got her teeth, got the horse teeth, and got the butt injections, and sing songs, and got clout and fame and celebrity status, is on TV, and she can't find it, then how in the hell are you other girls that are emulating her think you're going to find it? You're going to find the same thing she found. Whew. You're going to find the same thing she found. If you chase after what other people chase after, then you'll find the same destination that they found. That's what makes it so stupid when you see niggas out here trying to be a damn thug. When you see the cliff that niggas run off of. Everybody do it. And yet the niggas just keep on doing it not well. They keep doing it unwell. This shit crazy, man. It literally is crazy as hell watching these people frantically run around trying to find the kingdom of heaven, but not willing to do the thing that gets you there. And then as soon as they see a nigga who is there, they run up to you and go, how, man, how? You say, this. And they go, no, man, it's got to be something else. All right, well, it's only one way from what I heard. There's not two. It's not 3 ways. Isn't that interesting? There isn't any other way. There's only one way into the kingdom. One way. Truth and love. That's the only way in. The Son, word, truth. The Father, love. That's the only way you get in. That's the key. The master key, or as Yahusha calls it, the key of David. The key that opens the door is truth and love, the images of those two things. You must bear the image in order to unlock the kingdom. That's why he said it's narrow and few shall find it. Few shall lock their image, their face, onto the face of God. Few of them will. That's simple, man. But that's the way you get in. You can't be happy any other way. Ask the Romans. Niggas still don't believe it. Ask the Persians. Ask the Babylonians. Ask the Greeks. Ask Media. Ask the Ottomans. Come on. All these niggas is D-E-A-D. D-E-A-D. In the past, forgotten. And by the way, Babylon was the head of gold. So any other nation that is right now is not even in comparison to them, and they fell. So what the hell do you think is going to happen to you guys? I saw a video yesterday, I believe. It was a Eurocentric man, and he was talking about how disappointed he was in American Eurocentric people, and the fact that they are not just enjoying what they have stolen and raped and pillaged and plundered for. He says all the civilizations have fallen, and he was referencing the Roman Empire as well. And he said, and it's interesting that Americans don't think that's going to happen to them. It's amazing that they think this. The Eurocentric man saying this. He says, and it really burns my grits. I don't know if that's the words he used. I'm just saying. In other words, he was saying it pissed him off that American Eurocentric people were not just enjoying it to the full. Just wild out and enjoy it, he's saying. Seeing that it's all going to come to an end. And you raped, pillaged, and plundered and stole it. So you may as well enjoy it to the full. Why rape, pillage, plunder to get all of it and then feel guilty that you got it all and don't enjoy it? That's what he's saying. Because the wages of sin are death, Eurocentric dude. That's why. It's unprofitable to steal, rape, pillage, and plunder to get the kingdom, the land flowing with milk and honey. To kill a whole bunch of people, to kill a whole bunch of animals that are extinct, and trees and plants that are no longer here, and all kind of giant, great trees that we had here that gave shade to multitudes of species of animals that you chop down. You got to pay for all of that shit. Abba already told you that's the case. See, elect? See why he said, come out of her, my people? Isn't that obvious now? So that you receive none of her plagues. None of them. Now I got a question. Regardless of who y'all think about what nations is which, we're in the end times. Would y'all all agree about that? So the greatest nation in the world is going to be brought to nothing in 1 hour. Which nation would y'all consider to be the greatest nation in the world in the end times? Whoop-dee! Whoop-dee! See how that working? See how that's working? So, the elect, y'all stay into this ark. Y'all stay inside this ark. Eat this bread of life. Just as the children of Israel ate manna in the wilderness, here we are eating manna now. It's the food that brings joy into a heart that has no joy otherwise. See? The drink that brings nourishment to our bones, that otherwise we'd have no nourishment in this world, no joy, no happiness at all, no peace. But it is for that everlasting bread and food and water that we've been able to drink and eat that satisfies the soul in full. So let's continue to sit at this table with Yahusha and sup with him while the enemies are outside. Shalom Israel.